part of the Machiavelli's the thing which he has discussed related to the prince. So, in today's lecture, I'm going to do the analysis of Machiavelli's work, which he has done in terms of the prince. So, before discussing the work, just I would like to give you some brief outline about the yesterday's lecture. In the yesterday's lecture, we have seen that how the Machiavelli has given his philosophy related to the prince. He had three visions were there. First, the most important core point of the Machiavelli, the text which he has written is the Prince. According to him, that he was trying to make a very powerful state, or you can say that a state which can overcome from all sorts of the problem, and he wanted to do the unification of the states. Means he had one important target or one important objective, you can say, that he wanted to see a very strong and the powerful state. Second thing, he has said that how this a powerful state can be possible and why we need the powerful state. What's the basic reason behind the what you call the powerful state and why we need it. He said that the powerful state will provide the happiness to the people, and within the under of powerful state, the king will be happy, and the citizens will, or the resident of the state will also be very happy. So he has said that the powerful state can provide the happiness to the king as well as to the citizens. But he has said that the powerful state is not easy task to achieve. For this, what he has said that a powerful king need to take some certain kind of decision or some certain activities. So related to that, we have tried to understand that what kind of various methods and the techniques has been suggested by the Machiavelli to the king or to the ruler. That we have discussed about the 26 point that he has suggested to the king should take all the necessary action related to the state to make the state powerful, either to use the religion, either to use the forces, either to be the cruel, either to be famous in the state. Means the king should have a multiple character. It should work according to the situation, according to the context. So we have discussed about also that the how, what kind of decisions need to be taken, or how the king should do the work under the state. Apart from that, means Machiavelli has also talked about a state cannot survive without what you call without the people, without the citizens. So according to him, the state can only be survive when the citizens or the people residing under the state will be happy. So he has talked about that the happiness of the people will not only strengthen the king's domain, but it will also strengthen the powerful state. It will make the state powerful because all the people will try to protect and promote the interest of state. So till yesterday's lecture, we have discussed that. Now, in today's class, we are going to discuss about the analysis of the Machiavelli's what you call the state. According to the Machiavelli, the state has originated in terms of people's interest, or means to protect and promote the interest of human being. Like we have discussed in his philosophy that how he has talked about the human nature. So according to him, that all the individual want to be a part of state to promote, protect self, to protect, promote the self interest, and those kind of things. So he has talked about the state is been created by the individual, but it is an artificial creation. Means what is the artificial creation? Means according to him, the state cannot be stagnant to the one particular part. It keeps changing according to the time and the situation. In this regard, Machiavelli has talked about there are basically three kinds of the states. One state is the monarch, which is ruled by the one person, and the person is very big driven for the state, or the protection and the promotion of the state is the priority. The second is the aristocracy, means the group of people who are ruling the state. Means you can say that few persons, few group persons, they are ruling the state. And the next, he has talked about the republic. Republic means the whole public, the people. They have talked about that those people, like the democracy he was talking about. He has used the term republic, but he had a very important thing that republic means the educated citizen, the citizens who are aware about their responsibilities, the citizens who are aware about their rights. So in this whole three important thing, what Machiavelli has said, that aristocracy is not the perfect form. The best he favored for the monarch kind of system, one person rule, rather than the republic form of the government, because he has seen that how the republic and the aristocracy had been failed during that period of time, because there is no consensus, there is no unanimity there in the decision, and when there is no clear cut decision is been there in the state, that no, that thing always spoils the nature of state. So he has talked about in that manner that state need to be monarch, because monarch will be the one person who will take the decision. There will be no what you call division or distribution of interest will be there. So people will, the person will take the decision in a unanimous basis, means that the one person decision will be the all, so he do not have to consult other, or agreement should be there. So that's why he said a powerful state can only be possible under the monarch. The next thing which Machiavelli has talked about, the constitution. Machiavelli has said that constitution should be there in the state. Why? Because in the constitution the role, duties and the responsibilities to all the citizens as well as the ruler should be mentioned. That what is the responsibility of the ruler, what is the responsibility of the monarch, what is the responsibility of the citizen is there. So he has said that it will help the state to achieve its objective. It will help the state to achieve its end. In this regard, what he has said, that the role of the state is to protect and promote the interest of all the people, and all free government have two basic ends. One, which is to preserve the liberties of all the individual, and to second is to enlarge the domains. So he has talked about in that manner. So what he has talked about within that, he was little bit, you can say that he must have influenced by the Aristotle. He has said that within the one person, within the one kind of ruling system, he has said that there can be two kinds of the system will be there. Two kinds of things will flourish. One is the monarch, other is the tyranny. What monarch? He has said under the monarch you will find a stable government where the leadership is totally what do you call surrendered himself for the protection and the promotion of the state. And he has also founded that under the monarch regime, there will be a constitution. A good government will be there. The government will be based on the law. The government will be based on the interest of the people. Means the government is here to protect and promote the interest of people rather than protecting and promoting the interest of self or the particular class or the particular family. And apart from that, what he has said, that monarch will be a person who will try to see his state to achieve furthermore height, to achieve furthermore good thing. On the other hand, what Machiavelli has talked about, there is tyranny too. Tyranny may be also there. What he has said, that under the tyranny, the ruler will be less virtuous. The ruler will be driven by the self-interest. The ruler will not try to follow the law and the institutions. According to him, the self is the important thing. Whatsoever the decision I will take, the executive legislature have to follow those things. Means you can imagine he was talking about somewhere related to the dictatorship or authoritarian kind of regime. So under the tyranny, what he has said, that the person whosoever is decision making person is there, that the person will not what you call give the priority to the other, but for him the tyrant, the ruler, the self liberty, self protection, and the promotion is the priority area rather than the others interest. So, according to Machiavelli, this kind of thing will hamper the nature of the state, and it will curtail the rights of the people or liberty of the people to participate in the decision making process or to implement the process. So in this regard, we can say that how the Machiavelli has also discussed about the what you call the corrupt state and the uncorrupt state, or the best form of the state or the worst form of the state. So you can realize the fact that Machiavelli has taken the idea especially from the Aristotle. The next thing which Machiavelli has talked about, that when tyrant rules vulgar masses who lacks virtues, ordinary morality is not been binding. So what he has said, that when the ruler is ruling over the state and the people, the resident, they are not morally correct, they are morally corrupt, and they don't have the civic sense, they don't have the civic things. So according to the Machiavelli, the tyrant should be ruthless. The tyrant should use all the power to suppress the voices of the separatist element, or to which whatsoever the person is there, if the person is going against the state. So he was talking about in that manner. Apart from that, what Machiavelli has talked about, the related to the fraudulent behavior. According to the Machiavelli, it is the role of a king to stop the fraudulent behavior in the state, so that the people should have the faith in the state. The people should believe in the nature of the state. The people should have a kind of feeling that under this state we are protected, and our rights and our values and our liberty can be extended, or it will be preserved. It will not be captured by the one person. So he was talking about in that manner. So according to, and what he has talked about, that principle of successful conduct of the state, he has said that all human beings should concentrate their self-interest but should not harm the others. Means the person should be virtuous enough. The person should be ready to do the hard work. The person should not believe in the fortune. I had given you the example that in the examination, in the internal test, I will give you the 6 topic and I will ask you any question. So it doesn't mean that you need to prepare only one topic and you will try or test your luck, that whatsoever the topic will come, then I will see. So what he was talking about, the person should be virtuous enough. The person should ready to do the hard work. The person should commit himself to read all the topic and to score good marks, because it will give the real what you call, not only the happiness, but it will give the real kind of character to not only for the end semester but for the furthermore examination. So he was talking about in that way. Overall, if we can do the analysis of the Machiavelli's the book The Prince, what I would like to say, there are few important positive points are there. First, the Machiavelli's method, Machiavelli's suggestions, whatever the suggestions Machiavelli has mentioned to the prince, under the prince, he was quite correct that the thing, the method which has been discussed by the Machiavelli is still prevalent in the contemporary era. He was the realist thinker, and he was the realist means he has said that the person can use all the tools to preserve and protect and promote the nature of state. If any requirement is there, the state should, the ruler should do the work of kind of what we call the fox. The person should be fox. But if another time the person want to see as a lion, so the person, the ruler can be lion enough. So what I'm trying to say, that the person can change according to the time and the situation, and this is one of the important thing, important contribution has been made by the Machiavelli, because according to the time, the ruler have to change the decision. We should not follow same thing. For example, we are going through the COVID time, COVID period, and if any person is adamant that no, I will take the offline classes, offline things are there, it will not happen, जिसको होना है, they will take the death, जिसको होना है हो जाएगा. There are some people, they are saying that whosoever is going to death, they will dead. The time has been written. No one can protect him, either the corona or all. So what he was saying, that all the persons should take the decision according to the skill, according to the presence of mind. The person should not go or driven by the religion. The person should not driven by the preconceived notion. The person should not be influenced by the surrounding scholars or those scholars who are writing in that era. So what Machiavelli has talked about, Machiavelli had apart from protecting and means establishing the powerful state, Machiavelli has also discussed about the liberty and the equality to the individual. And Machiavelli has said that liberty and equality to the individual is only possible when we can have the strong state. So he was very good reason and rational person, and he has used the reason, he has used the ethics, he has used the values, not for the value thing, but for the promotion of the state. But how we can make the state more powerful, how we can make state more perfect. So he has used the values and the norms to protection and the promotion of the state interest. And along with this, what Machiavelli, we can say that Machiavelli was the person who has given the various very technical suggestions to the ruler or to the monarch. The technical suggestions are still relevant in the contemporary era too. मतलब कि जो उस समय बात मैकियावली ने एक रूलर को कही थी, वो किताबें, वो बातें आज भी लागू होती हैं. We can see that in contemporary era, those things are all still applicable. That how the India is always trying to establish or maintain a kind of friendly relation with the neighboring country. It is not only with the India, but most of the country, like the USA. USA is also trying to establish a good relationship with the neighboring countries or the border countries, whatsoever the boundary is connecting. Either it is Argentina is there, or the Canada is there, or the Cuba is there. So the USA is trying to establish a friendly relationship. Why? Because we can see if your border is not safe or secure, and every time you have a threat that there will be insurgency will be there, there will be killing of the people will be there. So you will always have the tense. So what he was talking about, if we can have a very friendly relationship. So his philosophy, Machiavelli's philosophy, was not only limited to the king, but his philosophy was somewhere also related to the foreign policy, diplomacy, international politics, that how and what decisions a state need to take in the international condition or in the international atmosphere. So you can say that the Machiavelli has mentioned the point related to the politics, related to the economics, related to the society or social. All things are relevant in the current or contemporary era. Now I would like to come to the negative point. What are those negative points are there? According to the Machiavelli, it has been criticized by the C.L. Weber. C.L. Weber has said that in the name of state interest, the ruler can sacrifice the interest of people. मतलब कि जो रूलर है वो स्टेट के खुशी के लिए किसी भी व्यक्ति का किसी भी तरह तक किसी भी हद तक उसका मतलब कि इंटरेस्ट को या तो उसको मतलब कि उसको सेक्रीफाइस कर सकता है, उसको उसके राइट्स को हार्म कर सकता है. कि स्टेट को इक्वलिटी लिबर्टी, कभी भी अगर स्टेट को लिबर्टी इक्वलिटी को अगर अचीव करना, किसी पर्सन का राइट को इन्फ्लुएंस करना है, so he has said that the state, the ruler should do that. Means according to him, the state is the prior, individual is the secondary. इसमें क्या होगा? What thing may be occurred? C.L. Weber has said that in this situation, the what we call the state will be powerful state, but in the name of such kind of thing, the individual's right will be curtailed, individual freedom will be curtailed, and the ruler will use the power for in a such a ruthless manner. So he was talking about there is a critique that the individual is not important, whereas the state is important. So he has criticized that the state cannot form without good individuals. So he has said that when all the individual will have fear in their mind, मतलब कि अगर हर व्यक्ति दिमाग में डर रहे होंगे कि अगर ऐसा करेंगे तो ये होगा, वैसा करेंगे तो वो करेंगे वो होगा, सो ये इन सब चीजों से स्टेट कभी पावरफुल नहीं बनता है. The next thing, next critique has been mentioned by the Sabine that Machiavelli has nowhere talked about the rights, various rights. That what are those rights are there? And if those rights like equality, liberty has been curtailed by any person, so who will take the responsibility? Who will take the decision? Who will see all the affairs of the Machiavelli? So Machiavelli has not talked about the modern rights which we talked about. So these were the things. Apart from that, there are also critique by the what you call J. Bernard Shaw. What he has said that the Machiavelli was trying to establish a dictatorship regime, means a regime which where the power will be controlled by the one person. So he was trying to establish the monarch or dictatorship kind of regime. Why? Because he has no trust on the other people. So, in this way, there is a critique that it has said that the Machiavelli is trying to establish a dictatorship rather than the what you call the harmony among the people or prosperity among the people. He has said that the Machiavelli has just printed the outline, but the reality will be different. The reality will be state will be very ruthless. State will be there. So they have talked about in that manner. Overall, if we can discuss or if we can say that how can we see the Machiavelli's views on the state or suggestions given by the Machiavelli to the state. So we can say that Machiavelli has given or tried to touch all the four important zones of the of the state. The polity. In a political term, the Machiavelli has talked about that states should try to establish friendly relation with the neighboring country. The state should never try to make the friendship with the large country. The state can see the enemies. Enemy is a friend. The friend's friend is also friend. Apart from that, the Machiavelli has also talked about the what you call the freedom to the individual, happiness to the individual. So overall we can say that the thing which has been discussed by the Machiavelli, and especially the separation of religion versus politics, the religion will not intervene in the matters of the state, and the citizen individual will also not intervene in the matter of the religion. So according to what you call the Sabine, this is one of the important contribution by the Machiavelli, and we can say that Machiavelli has established the initiatives और बेसिक फुटप्रिंट्स ऑफ द मॉडर्निटी कंसेप्ट, और जो हम आज मॉडर्निटी देखते हैं उसकी शुरुआत कहीं ना कहीं मैकियावेली के थॉट फिलॉसफी से, जब वो रिलीजन को और रीजन को डिफरेंशिएट करके कहते हैं, एंड उसके बाद जो मैकियावेली है ही टॉक्ड अबाउट दैट व्हाट आर दोस डिसीजंस एक्शंस नीड टू बी टेकन बाय द फिलोसोफर किंग. So we can say that Machiavelli was true, and he was trying to establish a very powerful state where the happiness can only be possible under the powerful state. No happiness can be possible in the weak state. So these were the points which I wanted to discuss in terms of the analysis part. So if any student have any queries or the questions, so you can ask me.
Sir, yeah,
Yes.
I had a
Yes,
question.
Unnati.
One is, could you explain Sabine's critique?
See, Sabine has criticized the Machiavelli in a two or three special way. First, he has given the enough power in the hands of the ruler. Okay. Now you can say that why the Sabine is giving criticizing him. The Sabine has said that due to enough power is in the hands of the ruler can misuse the power on the name of protection and the promotion of state's stability. On the other hand, the ruler can protect and promote its own self-interest. So there is no check and balance is there on the decisions of the prince or on the decision of the ruler. So that's the important first. Second critique done by the Sabine is that the ruler will be how much education or how much educated person will be there. Nowhere the what you call the Machiavelli has talked about, like the Plato, that where the training will be given to the ruler or who will be that person, and what will be the basic qualification or quality should be there for the ruler. He has given the suggestion to the ruler, but he has not said that what kind of ruler should be there, means what kind of personality should be there to the ruler. Either the person should be very powerful enough, the person will be very educated enough, how the physical and mental fitness will be there. So he has not talked about in that manner.
Understood, sir. And when he talked about tyranny versus monarchy, did he discourage tyranny or not? Did he kind of
See,
encourage it?
yes, he has discouraged the tyranny. He has said that under the tyranny, the state will be not powerful because the person is driven by self-interest. The person is corrupt, the corrupt by nature. मतलब कि जो व्यक्ति है वो अपने विचारों से करप्ट है तो वो स्टेट को पावरफुल करने के बजाय अपने आप को पावरफुल करेगा. So he was big critical to the tyranny kind of situation.
Yeah, I understood that, but the confusion was coming because in the slide it was written that the tyrant should be ruthless and not let morality stop their actions, which is ideally what I felt Machiavelli's philosophy was to have a ruler who did not really focus too much on morality.
Yeah. Yeah, you have very well mentioned the point that tyranny always be ruthless, but because the monarch will be means he has suggested that what kind of quality should be there under the monarch. But what qualities there of there are some qualities of also there of what we call the thing which is been mentioned by the Machiavelli 26 principles 26 point. You may find some points may be available or may be present there in the not only in the tyranny but also in the aristocracy and also in the what you call the kind of discourses he has talked about or republic form of the government. But it doesn't mean that he was supporting the aristocracy or the what you call the kind of state where the democratic or republic form of the state. There may be something maybe there, some point match will be there, but and according to him such kind of state will not make a very powerful state. Such kind of state will be very weak state because the decision will be taken by one person, and as you have mentioned, the tyranny under the tyranny the person will be very ruthless, the person will suppress the voices of others. There may be some quality, will be similarity, will be there between the monarch and the tyranny, but it doesn't mean that he was supporting the tyranny because he has pointed out the major issue with the tyranny. The person is driven by self-interest. The person is not the state is not priority for the person. The self is the priority. So these are the few drawbacks are there. That's why he has criticized the tyranny.
Understood, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Nupur.
Sir, I had a doubt regarding his thoughts over monarchy. Sir, on one hand, he's saying that like he is favoring monarchy, and on the other hand, he's putting all the aspects of republic into the context. Like he said that there should be responsibilities, rights of the citizens. Then he also says that the citizens should be virtuous enough, which will give them happiness and will lead to the growth of the state as well. So, sir, why did he choose republic and he just focused more on monarchy and was favorable to that? It's a bit confusing, sir. Could you please explain this?
Okay, very good point you have mentioned. When I will discuss the discourses, I will discuss this furthermore. But for the today's concept, just I would like to point out one important thing. He had one vision that how state can be powerful, how we can make the state powerful. Powerful state can be possible. For this, what he has realized that if the citizens are not happy within the state, if the citizen will not find very much happiness in the state, so what will happen? After a certain period of the time, the people will revolt or the people will leave the state because they are not feeling happiness. They are always been threatened. They always have. They are always been in the constant fear. That's why he has said that the state cannot be powerful only on the basis of the ruler's decision. The state can only be powerful when the citizens' determination and their commitment towards the nation should be there. The people should be driven by the idea about the nation, the what we call the motherland kind of feeling, the feeling towards their state. And if the people doesn't have those kind of feeling, then it is the state cannot be powerful because all the persons are running for out with means outside the state, because they are feeling that this state is not good and the people will not have any kind of emotions. So he was scientifically, what he was trying to do, you can imagine a state, this classroom, that if all the student, on one hand, I am giving the power to all the students, that all of you can decide that what test you need to take, what kind of test you need to appear in the classroom. So one hand I am giving the freedom, but on the other hand, I am also restricting to you that okay, you have to prepare the questions under the two criteria are there. There is no third criteria is there. I have one objective. My objective, or like the prince objective, is how to make a state powerful, and my objective is how to clarify the concept to the student and how to see their career as a bright career. I have only one objective, and to achieve that objective, I will follow all the things. I will take all the decisions, that how I can influence you to what you call to read the books, and how you can read the articles and all. How I can compel you, not pressurize you. How I can compel you or motivate you, self motivation. So same thing like that. Machiavelli has also seen that if every time you will pressurize the people, then what you call the ruler will, the people will revolt one day, because he has seen those kind of things. So to make a state powerful, the people's consent, the people's support is required to the prince. Without that, the what you call the powerful state cannot be possible.
Okay, sir. But sir, in a republic also we have a constitution, we have laws, we have punishments if anyone violates any law. So again, my question is, why does he favor monarch? Because he on
Good
the one
question. Good
side
answer.
is,
I got your
yes, sir.
point. Why? See, in this classroom, if I can make the CR to the 3%, just three, I'm not talking about two all, just 3%, and I can say that which what kind of test do you want? So what kind of test do you like? Should I take the test or not, or I can just give the marks like that way? So to take the decision, if there will be one person, that one person can take the decision at a moment that no, sir, we will do this thing. But if I will distribute the work that okay, you three can decide, what will happen? There will be difference of opinion. The difference of opinion will create not only to take the bad decision, or to take long time to take the decision, but it will also increase the disagreement among the people. For example, Nupur, Unnati, and Pragya, all three, you three are there. Nupur is saying, you're feeling that why shall we take the test? It is not required. Just you can give the 7, 8 marks to all the students according to their performance in the class. Class is the best format to the test. Every day we discuss these things, so you are aware about the strength that which student is good and bad. The Unnati is saying that no, sir, we can do the open book examination. You can give the question, we can read the books, and we can answer the thing. Pragya will say that no, sir, we can go by the what you call the real test model. You can give the topic, and you can see that we can sit in front of you, and you can give the examination. That is the correct method. All three of you are correct in your own domain. I'm not saying that all three of you are wrong. But what will happen if I will take the decision of Pragya, that Pragya is correct and Unnati and Nupur is not correct, or the only decision is being taken by Pragya has been accepted? So what will happen? Unnati and Nupur will have some certain kind of disagreement, or you will feel a little bit bad from inside. So what happens according to the Machiavelli? If we want to take establish a powerful state, and if there will be difference of opinion will be there within the people, it will increase the fight within the fight is there. For example, very good example is there. You can see the Punjab Congress, that how the Captain Amrinder Singh was there, Sidhu was there, and how you can see if the Congress party, according to me, if I you can say, I must have said that Captain Amrinder Singh, he will be the CM continued. Whosoever want to with me, be with me, otherwise go away. So if one person will be there, that will be easy for the person to take the decision first, and the person will take the decision in a very authoritative manner, means the correct or not, whatsoever the decision is there. On the other hand, it will not make a kind of confusion among the people, or division among the people. And the third, for example, in this classroom, if there will be three teachers will teach you one topic, and the one teacher is teaching you one topic, both the methods are good, but what method will be good for the classroom, for the what you call for the education purpose? That one teacher, because all the teachers have their own method, own style is there, and all of them are correct, good in their own domain. So overall, what I was trying to say to you, Nupur, that under the system of aristocracy or under the system of republic, the power will be divided among the people, or the power will be divided among the several people. It will create a problem for the state. First, in the decision making process. Second, the what you call the people's consent. The people will have what you call the division in their thought, and you know that all the individual never thinks in a same basis, and they keep changing. So it will bring the division and it will fracture the state. It will not make the powerful government. That's why in all the government it always said that Angela Merkel, you have seen that how she used to take the decision, and she always been a leader in the party. Whatever she has said, that has been accepted. Now, if you can make the person two or three, four persons, you will always find the party will be very weak. The state will be always weak because the authority is not there to all to one person. Authority has been differentiated, what you call bifurcated. You must have read in the public administration when we talk about the span of control, the division of authority. It is very good for to what you distribute the work, but if you want to work as a unit basis, so we need to have a kind of head, one head, not several head. The several head will what you call the divide the work, and it will not bring the unity among the people, and it will be a problem for the state. So according to the Machiavelli, if you can have the aristocracy or the republic form of the government, that will not what you call we can't able to achieve the powerful state. The decision will be taken by in a very long process. There is no unity among the people will be there. There will be disagreement will be there. The people will have a kind of question mark on the decision of others. So he was trying to overcome from these kind of problems.
Okay, sir, got it. Thank you.
So any other student have any questions?
So I wanted to ask that, Machiavelli has, mentioned that republic is better than aristocracy, right?
They see in the book Prince, he has talked about only monarch is the best form of the government. But when I will discuss you his book, The Discourses on the Levy, there he has talked about different thing. So that is different thing. But he has nowhere talked about that aristocracy versus the republic form of the government. He has always said that the monarch is the best form of the government, and the aristocracy and the republic is not the best form of the government.
Okay, sir.